Hola chicos, this is el puzzle final del semestre. So I just wanted to go through really quickly and tell you, don't forget that you have that discussion board that's due by Friday, just asking a question and answering a question. And then you also have your mind tap, tres y cuatro. And then finally, you are going to do your review. So you want to do your reciclar and your repaso and mind tap by Monday, and also the examen final for capítulos 1 a 4. All the vocabulary that we learned this semester will be in that exam, so you want to definitely review that. And I'm planning just to do a little bit of review today in class with you. And then that's the end. That's the final del semestre. If you did not present your places around town, I did send a video recording of the class we had on Tuesday, just to show how we did it. But you should then, now you'll have to send me a video of you presenting it like we did in class, and then I can give you a grade. It's 48 points, so you don't want to leave it as a 0. Otherwise, it will reflect negatively on your grade. So definitely send that presentation to me before Friday at midnight. What I'm going to do here is just play one question from each of the sections so you know what to study. This is going to have all the vocabulary from capítulos 1, 2, 3, y 4. So you want to make sure that you study that vocab and you're familiar with it. So let's just play number 1. Oops.
Examen parcial. Capítulos 1 a 4. A. Preguntas y respuestas.
1. ¿Cuántas sillas hay en tu salón de clases?
So número 1, it's asking ¿cuántas sillas hay en tu salón de clases? You have hay 3, hay 20, or hay 22. For this section, you will be matching opposites. And then for this section, what you want to do is complete the question with the drop-down menu. So it says, tienes una familia muy grande, ¿verdad? Sí, en mi familia somos 3 primos, 3 hermanos, 3 sobrinos y 4 hermanas. So you want to know your family members really well for that section. For the 4th section, you want to be able to answer questions about, like, in Argentina, in enero, in January, ¿qué tiempo hace? And that's the estación de verano. So that's going to be their warm season in enero. And just be able to answer questions about the seasons and the weather. ¿Qué tiempo hace en el invierno? Hace frío, por ejemplo. For this section, select the object that is found in each place. So en el baño, is it la estufa, la ducha, o el microondas? For this section, you want to be able to answer the question. So it says, en este lugar hay muchos libros. And you have these verbs above. So I chose en la biblioteca, and then I have to say what I do in la biblioteca. So yo miro una película, yo juego al fútbol, yo nado en la piscina, yo compro ropa, yo leo una revista, yo bailo y canto. So for that one, I would have chosen yo leo una revista. For this section, you want to be able to answer questions and ask questions. So you have an answer here. You have, la iglesia está a la izquierda del correo. So what question would we ask to get that response? In this case, we would have said, ¿dónde está la iglesia? Where is the church? Because the answer is, la iglesia está a la izquierda del correo. It's giving us the location of the bank. So we want ¿dónde? Where? In this section, you need to use gustar. Remember, we say me gusta for I like one thing, or me gustan for two things. If you like something, it's te gusta for one, or te gustan las clases. So Lola says, este semestre tengo una clase de literatura español. Esa clase, so he basically wants to say, I like it a lot. So he would say, me gusta mucho. ¿Qué clases? And now he's asking, what classes do you like? In this case, it would be te gustan, because it's saying do you, and clases is plural. For this section, you are going to answer questions about the location of things using the preposiciones de lugar. Remember, a la izquierda de, a la derecha de, enfrente de, detrás de, encima de, ¿verdad? Todas estas expresiones. So I might say, ¿dónde está la cocina? And then you could say la cocina está, and this is al lado de, next to, or a la izquierda del dormitorio. Remember, de plus el becomes del. So a la izquierda de el dormitorio, a la izquierda del dormitorio. In this section, you have to decide between two verbs, which one you would use. So, for example, when it says mi familia y yo, we want to either, well, we have to be able to conjugate those verbs too. So you want to be able to say soy or eres or es or somos or sois or son for ser. And then tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. So muy unidos is very united. So my family and I are very united. So in this case, it would be somos muy unidos. Y siempre buscamos o preguntamos tiempo para estar juntos. So in this case, buscar is to look for, preguntar is to ask, so it would be buscamos. So not only do you need to know the meanings of the verbs, but how to also conjugate those verbs. There is a reading section that you have to complete before this page. Basically, you're going to read in Spanish, and then you're going to answer some questions. This is a letter to a exchange student, an international student. You want to write them a letter. You want to include a description of your family, your class schedule, your preferred classes. So you want to write that out before you get to this. And please, no translators. You want to do this using the skills that you have. And then you have a little culture section, like usual. For this one, en las ciudades hispanas, a veces la escuela de una persona famosa se convierta en museo, la casa de una persona, or el carro. And as we know with Frida Kahlo, the Casa Azul in la Ciudad de Mexico, la casa se convierta en museo. So we would say la casa for that one. So that is a snapshot of the test, what you should be looking at to study. You definitely should know your verbs, the meanings of your verbs. This is your final exam, and it includes 4 capítulos. And I have had quite a joy teaching you. So muchas gracias. If you need any help with anything between now and the end of the semester, please reach out to me. Otherwise, hasta luego y buena suerte.